We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, Jones will get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
26,
there to stop him, Terrell Edmunds.
Terrell Edmunds on
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
44-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
16 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
18 on the play.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is...
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Two Rockies.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Corey Ballentine on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Hayward on the
no gain on the play there. Second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Pass incomplete.
Jones on the keeper.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 36.
For Pittsburgh.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And inches.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. Trying to run for it with Snell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Dalvin
got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
On the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
On the tackle.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
2nd down and 4. Ben leads to counter on the draw. Down to the 25. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A 2-yard gain.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Trying to get the first with Samuels. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Steeler.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Steeler ball carrier. He was brought down by Blake Martinez.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the Giants' 15-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Barkley.
He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The tackle made.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
at their own 40.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
That's good for a Giant.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, his second sack of the night. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might... And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 31 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Giants 7.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
15. And a Steeler first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Again, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Tate to return it. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets us out to Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
10 more yards. That's another Giants first down.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, sure that he's right.
Now the late signee, the former Falcon, Devontae Freeman. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On the stop.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 17, Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
The spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Giants 14. Steelers.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
32-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st down.
Here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And McDonald here over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Right back to him for 10 more and a 1st.
Pittsburgh.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
James Conner.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown.
Complete to Juju Smith.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
21. Giants 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Giants 14.
From the 41, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing, Jones. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. That is incomplete.
Jones pass.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Barkley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On the return, Johnson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Snell, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
James Bradbury.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
19,
Juju Smith-Schuster. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
is good.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Giants.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
Corey Ballentine on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the net. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Giants 14. Chris Boswell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return, Corey Ballentine. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up second and
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First down Giants. Jones to Ingram. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Good for a Giant.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
Hayward on the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night.
Brings up
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
and 6.
On third down, Barkley. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And they will take a knee here.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.